Important breaking news from the world.
The witch hunt for Russian collusion into the 2016 presidential election conducted by the former head of the FBI and current special counsel Robert Mueller has taken an unexpected turn for the Trump administration. Attorneys for former White House National Security Advisor Michael Flynn have recently informed President Donald Trump's legal team they are no longer willing or able to continue discussing Mueller's ongoing investigation into Russian activities during the 2016 election campaign. It is a move that is likely to frustrate or even anger the Trump's legal team, though the move does indicate cooperation with Mueller's investigations or an ongoing negotiation to do so. Large-scale criminal investigations usually have cooperation and communications between both sides' counsel. However, it can be considered unethical in circumstances where such communication is being used as leverage in an effort to negotiate a deal with the prosecution. An attorney on Flynn's legal team communicated the information to the Trump legal team just last week. Flynn was forced to resign as National Security Advisor in February after being illegally unmasked by members of the Obama administration. There has also been speculation that Flynn's unmasking was done in retaliation due to Flynn testifying against former Deputy Director of the FBI Andrew McCabe in a sexual harassment trial, though official channels maintain Flynn misled White House officials about the nature of his contacts during the transition period between former President Obama and current President Trump. Flynn was interviewed by the FBI regarding his communications back and forth between Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak, former Deputy Attorney General and leftist hero for her defiance against President Trump and her refusal to do her job, playing politics instead. Yates previously advised the White House that public assertions made regarding Flynn sanctions and were incorrect. She claims this put Flynn in a compromised position. The Department of Justice began their investigations into Flynn long before Mueller was appointed as special counsel and has inherited this investigation as a result of his appointment. Much controversy has surrounded Flynn, particularly as it comes to former FBI Director James Comey, where Comey previously testified under oath that President Trump requested that Comey drop the charges being levied against Flynn in the now infamous meeting in February 2017, in the Oval Office. According to Fox News, in addition to scrutinizing Flynn's contacts with Russia during the transition and campaign, Mueller has been investigating the retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General's role in $530,000 worth of lobbying work his now defunct firm performed for a Turkish businessman during the final months of the 2016 presidential campaign. The lobbying campaign sought to gather derogatory information on Fethullah Gulen, a Turkish cleric and green card holder living in Pennsylvania. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has accused Gulen of being behind a botched coup and has sought his extradition. Gulen has denied the allegations, and U.S. officials have rebuffed Turkey's extradition demands, citing a lack of evidence. Flynn and his firm, Flynn Intel Group, carried out the lobbying and research work for several months, meeting with officials from the U.S. and Turkish governments. Flynn also published an op-ed on Election Day in the Hill newspaper, parroting many of the Turkish government's talking points about Gulen. At the time, neither Flynn nor his company was registered with the Justice Department to represent Turkish interests. Soon after the publication of the op-ed, the Justice Department began investigating Flynn's lobbying work, and in March, he registered with the department as a foreign agent. In federal filings, Flynn acknowledged the work could have benefited the government of Turkey. Since then, FBI agents working for Mueller have been investigating whether the Turkish government was directing the lobbying work and not a private company owned by a Turkish businessman, Ekrem Albayrak, as Flynn's firm has contended. FBI agents have also been asking about Flynn's business partner, Bijan Kian, who served on Trump's presidential transition, and his son, Michael Flynn Jr., who worked for his father as part of the lobbying campaign. Flynn Jr. also was a near-constant presence around his father during the Trump campaign and presidential transition period. Mueller announced his first charges in the investigation last month, including the guilty plea of a foreign policy advisor to the campaign, George Papadopoulos, and the indictments of former campaign chairman Paul Manafort and business associate Rick Gates.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel.